General Otafire, the Minister for Internal Affairs, who I think has now turned this ministry into his retirement nest, he never attends Parliament. So can the Prime Minister tell us and assure Parliament that Jaja Otafire, who is using the ministry as a retirement, will now come here and answer?
The Honorable Otafire and General Muhozi are the members of Cabinet who are charged with the responsibility of that docket. Remember, we agreed here that we have a rota where ministers will be attending, especially those ministries that have more than one minister. And so when you see General Muhozi here, the ministry is ably represented. Otafire is an able minister. He's one, because the other day he was representing government at the Muslim function. Very able and strong.
Information.
Thank you. Honorable colleagues, I've already guided on what the Prime Minister is going to do, because the biggest challenge is to do with guidance. And where is this coming from? I was chatting with Honorable Saro Pendi. You know, there is a campaign which had been going on called Fear Women. You saw it came as a document, then it started going Fear Women. Now, some information we got, there are some groups with this role who brought it up and all that, but all these things are speculation. So we hope the Prime Minister will be able to do a thorough job and agree how best we can handle this issue. Honorable Semuju.
Speaker, the point that you made about us, and I want to thank the Honorable Cecilia Ogwa. When we demand competence, we don't do so because we are against some people. When you have the Honorable Cecilia Ogwa represent you, everybody will be happy. But when you pick people who are just experienced in milking cows and you send them to international organizations,
Point of order. Right Honourable Speaker. Right Honourable Speaker. Colleagues, please, let's listen to Honourable colleague.
Is it in order, Right Honourable Speaker, for a senior member of this House to use a language that demeans people who know a certain activity and try to present them as incompetent? Is Honourable Semuju in order to protection, Right Honourable Speaker?
Go on.
Is Honourable Semuju in order to insinuate that people who know how to milk cows cannot represent this country? Is Honourable Semuju in order?
Thank you. Honourable colleagues, I really want us to be serious on some matters. Delegations of Parliament are formed by members of Parliament. Whether someone is experienced, whether someone is a teacher, whether someone has been a sweeper, that person earned, you know, that person went through the same process to come here, like any of us. So I think it is very, if for example, we are saying in forming parliamentary delegations, we can go, we pick strangers. They become part of parliamentary delegations and go and represent parliament. Okay? Then it would be understandable. But when it's a member of parliament, I think we can use the language which is more acceptable.
Mr. Speaker, I don't mean anyone. I am actually commenting on your communication, because you said when you went with Honorable Kate Shuma because of his experience, he added value. I would not add the same value. I am just using the same language, but they're saying the same thing that you said, sir. So the
Honorable Semuju, I didn't use what I said on Honorable Kateshumba. I said on trade matters. We handle matters that are different. When it's matters to do with medical, I will pick a medical doctor. When it's matters to do, you get it. So really, it's any member of parliament is competent to handle any matter in the house. So let us respect each other.
I am sorry, Mr. Speaker. The second point I wanted to raise, Mr. Speaker.
No, when a member is sorry, colleagues, it is noted on the answer. Okay? Yeah. All right.
Finally, Mr. Speaker, we want to be one delegation at international conferences. But when you have tortured me here, you have brutalized me. It is like people who brutalize their spouses. When you appear in public, it will show on your faces. In fact, for me, if you take me to an international conference, I may not be as smiling as NRM. So can I be guided? After torturing us here and then you put us on the same plane to go and representing Uganda, how do you want us to behave when we reach there?
Thank you. I want to confirm to honorable colleagues. That all members of parliament we put on delegations are always smiling. And I also want to confirm that from all sides, you are always lobbying to be put on those delegations. Yes, I want to put it on record that from all sides, opposition, NRM, members ask to be put on delegations. Yes. So, and those ones who don't want to be put on delegations, I would be happy once you create space for others. You'd have made my work with it. But what I said, which is very critical, Honorable Semuju, is before you go as colleagues, you always have an agenda. You meet, you agree on how to discuss an agenda. Okay? And I believe the head of delegation will always agree with you. It doesn't mean that you go to hide everything, say you go to, no. But you go in knowing that the government might be doing something wrong, but what I'm doing, am I damaging the country? You differentiate between damaging a government and damaging a country. And that, of course, depends on your own judgment as a colleague. So far, the delegations I've had, we've not had issues of that nature.